Good morning or good evening, wherever you are. Dr. Ruth Anderson here with Enlightened World Network. It is my absolute honor to be here today with Dr. Ellen Albertson for our meditation a day. Ellen, thank you for being here.
Oh, it's such a pleasure. I always have so much fun doing this, and it's such a great way to give back to this incredible community that you've created. So thank you for having me.
Oh, it's our pleasure. And Ellen is outside today enjoying the beautiful weather, so we're going to enjoy it with you. We're just going to put ourselves right there with you in your beautiful space.
All right. Well, we are going to do a chakra clearing, grounding meditation. I think right now, and we're in an interesting time astrologically. We just entered Gemini. So if you're feeling like I was feeling really grounded and centered, we were in Taurus. We went from fixed earth to mutable air. So there's this duality with Gemini. It's twins, of course. So there's this duality with the intellect and your intuition. So you might be fighting like what my mind's saying versus what's my heart saying. And then there's also some things going on in Pisces. And so we've got Jupiter and we've got Neptune in Pisces. And so there's this, the Pisces is kind of about my divinity and my humanness, right? My physical, I'm animal and I'm spirit. And so I felt like it would be good today to sort of ground and center, check in with our chakras and sort of just really check in with yourself, and thinking about too with this huge, we've got a full moon lunar eclipse on Wednesday, and that's in Sagittarius, letting go of old beliefs. It's a big time to let go of stuff, and as things are opening up and we've all changed, kind of leaning into what's really best for us in terms of what's next. So, all right, so go ahead and close your eyes and find a comfortable seated position. There's nowhere else you need to be. There's nothing else you need to be doing. And give yourself permission to just be here and now, sitting upright but relaxed, imagining perhaps that you are a queen or a king on a horse, being very present, being very aware of your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit, all of you. I always just like to bring a hand to my heart, just as a gentle reminder to bring loving awareness to myself and to my experience today. Perhaps just reminding yourself that you're safe, that you're loved, that you're protected, that everything is happening for your highest good and the highest good of all beings. Let's just take 3 deep clearing breaths. So just breathing in, enjoying the breath. Taking a second breath and just being in your body. And then taking a third breath and just smiling. Just being in your body, noticing what it's like to be in a body today. Notice how your body's feeling. And just toning into your senses, noticing the sounds that you hear, sensations that you're experiencing, any tastes or smells. Just being embodied. And just tuning into your first chakra. So it's at the base of your spine. It's bright red. It's moving in the clockwise direction. And this is the chakra where we connect with our safety. So noticing, how are you feeling today? Are you feeling safe? Are you feeling secure? Or does that chakra need a little bit of attention? And see, as you ask these questions and you tuning into your intellect and your intuition, noticing, what does this chakra need to feel safe and grounded and secure? And then moving up to the second chakra, located close to your navel. It's orange. This is your creativity, your sexuality, where a lot of your joy resides. Notice, how's this chakra feeling today? As you tune into this energy center, maybe asking, what do I need here to feel more balanced? What's working in my life in terms of my creativity, in terms of my pleasure, in terms of the joy, in terms of feeling good in my skin, and what might I shift in the weeks ahead to feel a little bit more of that joyful juice, that little bit more of that pleasurable connected presence. And then traveling up to the third chakra, the place of empowerment. It's bright yellow like the sun. It's where we are courageous and brave and empowered. Notice, how am I feeling today? How am I showing up? Just allowing the chakra to grow and expand as far out into infinity as you'd like, helping you to feel empowered, helping you to feel courage, giving you the juice you need to follow your heart. And perhaps asking, what do I need to do to feel more grounded and centered in my empowered presence, knowing that empowerment is something that we do every day. It's like brushing and flossing. We do it every day. We show up, try to be bigger and bolder, let our light shine a little brighter, noticing, how is this chakra feeling? And moving up to the heart, the center of our being, where our loving energy resides. Perhaps thinking of someone or something that you love dearly. It could be yourself, a dear pet, a beloved friend, a child, a grandparent. Just connect with this deep resonance of love. It could be a spirit guide, just whatever helps you to connect with the energy of love. Let's just spend a few moments just breathing into the center, breathing in love and light, and exhaling any darkness. Breathing in calm and peace, exhaling any stress. Just continue to breathe into your heart and then exhaling out as far as you would like, noticing how we're all connected with this loving presence. It truly is the energy of the divine, that heart energy, the most powerful energy in the universe. Noticing it's bright green like an emerald. Just allow that energy to flow into your being, just washing away any sorrow, any sadness, helping you to really connect with the energy of love, the highest frequency there is. Just feeling a need for some of us to breathe in love. And exhale any shame. Breathing in love. Exhaling any guilt. Giving yourself complete permission in this moment to let go of anything that's no longer serving you, anything that is blocking love, casting a shadow on love, knowing that you are lovable, you're loving, you're loved. That is your truth. And then moving up to the throat chakra, it's bright blue. It's the chimney for your heart. It's where you speak your truth. And if it's feeling a little tight, see if you can just maybe just sing just a little ah, just opening up that throat chakra. Perhaps you're not speaking your truth to yourself or to others, or maybe you are, you just want to be a little louder because the world needs your truth right now. Just noticing, where is my throat chakra at today, and what might I do to balance it and to have a little bit more of a megaphone. How might I speak my truth? How might I be more honest and truthful with myself? Maybe you're trying to break out of being a people pleaser, putting others first, and you need to ask to get your needs met. You need to say no, which is a way of saying yes to yourself. So thinking about, what do I need to do to speak my truth? And then moving up to the third eye, located between your eyes at the center of your forehead. Just feel that beautiful purple light, indigo presence. Just connecting with your inner wisdom, whatever that means to you. What messages do you need to hear today? How do you tap into your intuitive knowing? Perhaps you've been leaning more into your intellect and need to figure out how to listen deeper to your inner wisdom. I'm just asking God, Source Spirit, now in this moment, anyone listening to this meditation, that they would receive a divine nugget, that they would know it is from you. They would know it's what they need to hear today. What do you need to hear? Perhaps you have a question or you're trying to figure out a direction in your life. Give it over right now to that intuitive knowing, knowing that there is a way that intellect doesn't know, that magic is possible, that things can happen, doors can open. Be open to surprises, to surprising yourself of what's possible. If you're wrestling with something, know that everything's figure outable. And finally, moving up to the seventh chakra, imagining it as white or golden light. Imagine that light just showering your entire being, your chakras, your aura, your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit, all of you, just enveloping you. Beautiful glowing light. Perhaps seeing yourself the way the divine does, perfect, knowing that you're exactly where you need to be. Perhaps seeing if you can turn to yourself the way the divine does. See yourself through the eyes of the divine, that you are beautiful, that you are wise, that you are loving. Just connecting with that beautiful energy, that clarity that's always available to us. Just taking a moment, just scanning all of your chakras again, maybe noticing one or two that need a little bit more attention, making a mental note to investigate later, maybe do some journaling around what you could do to balance that chakra. And just noticing your body too. If you're noticing any tight or sore places, that's a clue that the area that you might be having a little dis-ease with is connected with a specific chakra. So there's some wisdom there, knowing that things manifest in the physical realm after they've already experienced some imbalance in the spiritual, mental, emotional realm. Just do a little bit of a scan, either chakra scan or body scan. Asking, what do I need the rest of my day, into my weekend? Set an intention to give yourself what you need, knowing that putting your own needs first is always a great option. And then when you're ready, just connecting with your body, maybe wiggling your fingers and toes, maybe doing a little bit of a stretch. Like you woke up first thing in the morning, maybe giving yourself a little hug, thanking yourself for showing up and taking a few minutes in your busy day to do this meditation, knowing you can return anytime you'd like and just check in with your body, your mind, your heart, your spirit, your chakras, your connection with yourself. And you can shift your energy. And it is through that shifting of your energy that the external change will start to happen. And then when you're ready, gently open your eyes, maybe rubbing your hands together and coming back to the room.
Whew, Ellen, thank you. It was interesting because they immediately took me in really deep. So after a while, it's like, okay, I eventually have to come back out of this. So, thank you for that cleansing of the chakras. It sort of set the stage for information that was coming into me. So, just quickly to share, because I am still trying to process it all. This morning in meditation, I was introduced to a new divine healer who has a very feminine presence to her. And she is from some other world. Don't really know where, but I've got probably 8 other divine healers that I work with. And this one came in, and I actually want to create like a graphic of what I'm seeing that she looks like, because they've brought it in that clear. And I'm looking forward to seeing what she does. But I would say if anybody's interested, go back in to the meditation and just be really open to female divine healing energy and to see if you can't hear it. This morning it came in as a very far away female voice, and I kind of had to follow the trail to get to her. But boy, her presence was really big, really large. And every time I work with you, I just really feel that divine feminine coming through you. So this is all connected, but still trying to figure it out this morning.
Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. So yeah, I will continue to channel that. So
Yeah,
it's always fun to be here with you and have that personal connection that we have. I'm glad that my meditations speak to you.
yes, and you are a doctor yourself. You're the midlife whisperer, and you tend to work with women that are in the same demographic as the women that come to Enlightened World Network. So, you had originally started out talking about the dichotomy of folks feeling really grounded and also being pulled really ethereal today. Do you want to talk about that for just a moment?
Yeah, well, what's going on is, astrologically, I mean, first the world's opening up, right? So, I mean, I think there's this desire, like things are going to go back to normal, but they're, we've had that. If you ask astrologers, what happened in January with that big stellium of Pluto, Saturn, and Jupiter all meeting was kind of in Capricorn, which is sort of, was shook everything up, right? And so there, when we're leaving Pisces, sort of this, and it's interesting that you talk about the divine feminine, because we're leaving the patriarchal way of doing things, whether that's, financial system, the media, politics, all of that stuff, right? And that's not giving up, but it's like the powers that be, the divine, whatever, shook everything up. And so now everything's opening up. So there is a lot of wobbliness. Like right now we're thinking it's summer, at least those of us who live in North America, the Northern Hemisphere, we want things to go back to normal, but then there is this sense that it's not normal, right? We've also shown a light on, all of the inequities in the world, whether we're looking at third world countries that are like India suffering, or we're looking at, Black Lives Matter. And so we're seeing all of this, all light was shown on everything that's wobbly and that's wrong in the world. And there's sort of also this whole fighting for the soul right now. Not to get too esoteric, but this, we use media to connect, like Enlightened World Network, and we use it in positive, wonderful ways. But then there is also this technological presence that's sort of sucking the soul out of humanity. People giving their time away to their phones and their apps and their things. And also even when we talked about this, about, I'm not going to go on exactly on record how I had both vaccinations, but we had sort of feelings about, is this really what, I felt a pressure. It was sort of a rock and a hard. So I guess my long way of saying there's a lot of shifting and changing. I think every single one of us is part of that change, all 7.8 billion. So right now what's occurring is, we shifted from Taurus to Gemini. So we shifted from this fixed earth. So you think about the bull, right? Fixed earth. And now we're in Gemini, which is the twins, which is like, intellect and intuition. So we made that shift yesterday. And so Jupiter also just went into Pisces. So Jupiter's in Pisces, Neptune's in Pisces. So this Pisces energy is also this duality about the divine and the worldly. So we've got these sort of two dualities that can make you feel like, gee, should I lean into my intellect, or should I lean into, or should I lean into what I'm hearing, what I think is the right, or my intuition, and where am I in my divinity, and where am I in my my animal nature, right? And so, and then next week we've got on Wednesday, we've got a lunar eclipse in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is sort of about belief systems. And so, the south node of the moon is in Sagittarius. So we're moving into this Gemini. It's a lot out there. Maybe I'm giving too much, but there's a lot of wonkiness, and there's a lot of wonkiness in the world. And I think we want to go back to the way things are, but we've all changed. And so there is no going back. That door is shut. And so there is this going forward and really deciding about, what do we want the world to look like? And what kind of world do we want for our kids and our grandkids? And, on the deepest level, we have to change our relationship with the planet and understand that we're part of nature. I'm out here, I can show my screen and show you maybe at the end, show how beautiful it is, but we've got to get grounded and get back to nature and know ourselves in a deeper level and find, not lean into the consumerist culture that is scrapping the planet right now. And so the next week is a time of letting go of what's not working for you. Belief systems. I'm working with a lot of clients around belief systems, whether it's getting rid of the diet culture, whether getting rid of what is my self-worth, who am I in the world, getting rid of some of our old beliefs, leaning into new beliefs, but also balancing these natures of the intellect and the intuitive, and the divine and the animal, because we're both. And I was listening to Greg Brandon, you're probably familiar with his work, Greg Brandon, and he was really talking about, and there's a YouTube video that he did, talking about something happened 200,000 years ago. They still haven't made the connection of, I'm not saying I believe in science and evolution, but humans are different. And we have that divinity, we have that connection, we have that ability to connect with our light. And so this is a really good time to deepen who you are and lean more, I think, into the intuition and lean into your divinity and get rid of what's not serving you anymore. Those old beliefs. And because I was going back to an old relationship, and people kept telling me, when the universe keeps saying to you, when you hear like 3 or 4 people telling you the same thing, like shame's been coming up, not for me personally, but I think my work is moving in that direction of shame. I'm not okay. But when you notice something a bunch of times, you pay attention, and a bunch of people told me, just let that go. So if you've got something that some people keep telling you, why do you keep talking about that? It dampens, we're so much light, but we put lampshades on our light. So just stop doing that so that we can shine, because we need healers right now. We need the old ways to be reestablished. And we need to be, I'm so into like doing things like Kundalini, these technology that we have. That's what Greg Braden talks about. We're trying to do this technology, this human-made technology. And we have this incredible natural technology in our being that we can tap into.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you. Ellen, if people want to know more about what you're doing and what you're bringing to the world, how do they find you?
Just Google the Midlife Whisperer and I'll come up, or Dr. Ellen Albertson. But if you want to connect, I have a beautiful new freebie, which is my Raise Your Vibe quiz. And you can take that and that will connect with you, get you on my mailing list. It's just raiseyourvibequiz.com. I have a Facebook group, which is Dr. Ellen's Mastermind as well. And you can just Google me and I'll pop up. I'm on Instagram at the Midlife Whisperer. Not on Facebook. I should probably change that, but you can Google me and I'll come up pretty easily. So I'd love to connect with you wherever you're at in your journey. I really work with body, mind, heart, spirit, relationships, both. I'm really good at managing both the academic. I have a PhD like you. I'm a doctorate in psychology. I'm a registered dietitian. I'm a board certified health and wellness coach, but I'm also a Reiki master and a mindful self-compassion teacher. So just midlife's a really good time to really reevaluate, who am I and what am I doing here? And what do I want to do going forward?
Excellent. And I do know that you are the person that can help folks do that. Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Ellen. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for all you do.
So friends, thank you for being here at Enlightened World Network. It's a fascinating time to be here on the planet, and we're so glad to be walking through it all with you. So take good care of yourselves, and God bless. We'll see you soon.